Toon Jam, 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 Toon Jam. Good grief. Toon Jam. Toon Jam. Hello, festive jammer, and welcome to the Christmas episode of Toon Jam. I'm Matt.
And I'm J-Man.
And today we would like to wish you a very Merry Christmas because we know... Sorry, yes, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Because we know that you are listening on the faithful day itself, Christmas.
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day.
The Christmas Day.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you and to yours.
To one and all.
To one and all.
To your kin.
I hope you got what you wanted, but more importantly,
It's about the giving.
What's on the telly? I was going to say.
Yes, the telly.
What's on the telly today?
It's about giving the remote to me
so
I can select.
So I can select something. So I can turn off the TV and play Toon Jam.
Toon Jam.
On loud.
For all.
For all.
Giving to all.
Giving. That's what it's about.
The giving of Toon Jam to all your family members.
To one and all.
To one and all. On Christmas Day.
Christmas Day.
Oh, Christmas Day.
Oh, Christmas Day.
The day I play Toon Jam for you.
In all seriousness, you probably not listen to this on Christmas Day.
Uh-huh.
But hopefully Boxing Day.
Merry
Boxing Day. Merry Boxing Day.
Boxing.
But yes, merry happy holidays. Happy holidays all around. I hope you have had, are having a wonderful day, or will have if something else.
You've somehow gone
I don't
into
know
the past.
all the celebrations around this period and their dates, but whatever you celebrate, I hope it's absolutely spanktastic. And to celebrate, we are talking. We're talking about a Charlie Brown Christmas special. Yes. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown. Yeah. It's the OG Charlie Brown one. There's a lot of them, but this is the one with the song. Yeah. You know, the sad sounding Christmas song. So here's a bit of info about a Charlie Brown Christmas. It is a 1965 animated television special and is the first TV special based on the comic strip Peanuts. Before, so this paved the way for the series. Everything we know about TV Peanuts, film Peanuts, comes from this special. It is based on the comic strip Peanuts by Charles M. Schulz. And the programme made its debut in 1965. In this special, we find that... Oh, I don't want to give away the... Sorry, let me rewind a little bit there. The comic strip's debut was in the 1950s, and Peanuts had become a phenomenon world round by the mid-60s. Whoa. This special, interestingly, was commissioned and sponsored by the Coca-Cola Company. Oh. It was written over a period of several weeks by Charles M. Schulz himself. It features a jazz score by pianist Vince Guaraldi, which went on to become synonymous with the series and Peanuts itself. It doesn't have a laugh track. Apologies, too much eggnog.
Christmas.
As we don't really have eggnog over here.
No.
I don't really know what it is.
What did you have? Just egg?
I didn't. I've not really had anything.
Oh.
It was just a mistake. But yeah, it doesn't have a laugh track, which at the time was a staple. You know, thanks to shows like the Flintstones. Yeah. But not this one. It won both an Emmy and a Peabody Award and became an annual presentation in the United States, airing during the Christmas season every year since its debut.
Really?
Yeah, every single year. So, pretty interesting stuff. ABC currently holds the rights to the special and broadcasts it at least twice during the weeks leading up to Christmas. So there you go, without going too far into it. That's the basic gist of Charlie Brown Christmas. So without further ado, let us jump into our memories. Okay, so did you ever watch the Charlie Brown Christmas special?
No, I don't think I did.
Did you ever watch Peanuts?
I don't remember it. I don't remember watching it.
Watching it? I did. I watched it quite a lot. I loved the comic strips. I used to have loads of the little books because my mum had a really old one.
Yeah.
I just started reading it as a kid. Got well into it. Read loads of them. Really enjoyed it, and then watched the cartoons afterwards. I was probably a bit older than you'd imagine. I was probably like 11 or something. But yeah, I really got into them. I don't know as I've seen the Christmas special. Obviously it doesn't really get aired over here.
Yeah.
But I do remember watching a lot of I do remember the books more, but I do watching the odd episode of it. There was like series and stuff. But yeah, it was nice to watch the Christmas special and
see what it was all about.
Yeah, and I mean, weird how old it is, really.
Yeah,
like it isn't. Peanuts is old, but I think the look hasn't changed at all.
No. Like it doesn't look like it's that old sort of thing.
No,
because he's so used to it.
Yeah, the new ones are the same. And it looks just like his books as well. I think that's why it's just so... It's all the same. It's pretty...
Become timeless.
Yeah. It's quite a clever way of doing it. I don't know if it was ever intentional, but it's a good way of creating some sort... I suppose it's more the situations that are of the times. But even then, kids are kids, aren't they?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So, memories... I remember Peanuts very well.
Yeah.
Not specifically this episode.
No.
Yours are thin on the ground.
Yeah. I mean, I remember Snoopy.
Yeah, Snoopy just from T-shirts
and stuff.
I guess, and pencil cases and just memorabilia.
That's
Snoopy stuff everywhere. Like I remember first finding out it was called Peanuts. Being like, why is it called Peanuts? Still not really entirely sure why.
No. We'll never know.
And then finding out Charlie Brown was the main character.
Yeah. And
it's all very confusing as a child.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. You need that, like...
But you went on to become one of my favourite characters in any cartoon, I think. Charlie Brown.
Oh.
The everyman. Just resonated with him.
Right.
But without further ado, let's move on into our playthrough.
Rewind. Playthrough. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas once again. You join us back after that long wait at the playthrough.
Yeah, the playthrough. And what a playthrough it'll be. What a Christmas playthrough.
Yeah, that was a
Santa's here.
Oh. He's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone.
He's quick. He's quick for a big fella.
You got it, yeah.
He's quick. I don't know where he gets it.
But he bloody went and finished all me mince pies, didn't he?
I was saving them.
Oh, never mind.
Well,
let's go on to
Charlie Brown. Well, we first see him and Linus like walking around. They leave somewhere and then like walk into the city, and then it does the little title sequence.
Yeah, it's like a little they're doing a little bit of like ice skating and stuff. Like playing in the snow. Yeah, just live in a little town, don't they?
That's it. Yeah, it's very quaint.
Yeah,
but you've got the music on as well.
Yeah.
Christmas time is here, I believe.
Which is very apt for sort of what's going on. It's very it is quite depressing.
It is,
in a nice way. It's a bit like Silent Night, isn't it? It's like it's got like a weird sadness to it that's almost welcome in a strange way.
Yeah.
It's like a comforting sadness.
Yeah.
But it's fitting because Charlie Brown is pretty depressed, isn't he?
He is, yeah. And that's his issue.
That, like, he's disheartened with Christmas.
Christmas is coming up. He knows he should be excited, but he's just not. He's not bothered about it. And he thinks that that's an issue.
Yeah.
You know, like he's missing something.
Because he's a kid.
Yeah.
All the kids love it.
That's it.
I think this is one of the great things about Charlie Brown is that really he's like an old man.
Yeah.
In a kid's body.
That's it.
It's just.
So it speaks to all ages.
Yeah, it speaks to all ages. You're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all felt like that. Well, anyone that likes Christmas has been like,
yeah.
I just feel like I don't, you know, it's not the same anymore.
That's it.
Growing up.
So Lucy proposes that, well, you know, he just needs to like get involved with something.
Yeah.
Get in the mix, and so she's like, well, why don't you direct our play?
Yeah.
And so he seems really excited about this at first. And
Some responsibility.
Yeah.
And
he's like, He's like, oh, okay, so I'll join. He gets himself a director's chair and a little like horn thing.
Yeah,
like
one of them speakers.
Yeah, it's like a little faux megaphone type jobby, and joins the bunch of kids who are already kind of like rehearsing.
Yeah.
So they've got someone on the piano. They've got lots of dancers and
so they're all characters from Peanuts if you
Yeah.
know him. So it's can't remember what his name is on the piano. He's got some sort of
it's like I'm sure it's another L name.
I can't. That's annoying me that I can't remember that. But there's a bunch. You know, if you know him, you know him.
You
He's
know.
the guy on the little tiny piano. I can't remember his name.
That's it.
Annoying.
And so they're all kind of doing their thing. Snoopy's in the mix as well. And Charlie Brown comes in to try and get some direction going.
So they're just dancing, aren't they? Just dancing.
That's it. He's given them like lines and stuff, hasn't
Yeah.
he? And he wants them to keep to it. So he basically like yells like roll, and gets out to try and like get in line with his direction, but it doesn't really go.
They're just doing
well.
their own thing, aren't they?
Yeah, they're pretty much just having a time.
Yeah.
Dancing away, and they're enjoying themselves.
They're enjoying themselves,
but Charlie
but
Brown is not.
He's not enjoying it at all.
No.
No.
So I think like after a few tries, they basically like it's not really going so well. So instead, they decide to like go out and get a Christmas tree.
Well, he says it's not Christmassy enough.
Yeah.
It's just dancing. So he wants to decorate, and they say go and get an aluminum tree.
Yeah.
And I've heard this loads in American stuff. I never thought much of it. Just figured a fake tree.
Yeah.
But then I was like, what? Why do they call it that?
Yeah.
I looked it up. Genuinely is an aluminium tree.
Really?
It's like silver, made of metal.
Oh, right.
So it was. I'm guessing it was around the 60s. Big fashion thing.
Right. Yeah.
So,
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Neither did I.
Wow.
It was because like when you saw them all, they were all different colours, weren't they?
So
I was a bit like, I'm going to look this up once and for all.
That's it. Let's get this nailed down.
We don't have that. Well, maybe we did back then,
Maybe.
but as far as I'm concerned, in my lifetime, it's never been a common thing.
No.
But yeah, Charlie Brown decides
Yeah.
he wants something more humble,
That's it.
more realistic. A nice little tiny tree.
Yeah. So they pick.
It's like
they pick what looks like to be some dying plant.
it's like a broken twig.
Yeah, it's got like
with a leaf on
3
it.
branches to its name.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, this is the one.
Yeah.
Okay. He brings that back despite Lucy specifically telling him get a good one.
Yeah.
Get like a good one. He brings
Linus
that
is
back.
a bit like, I don't know if this is going to be okay.
I don't know,
He's like,
Charlie
He's like,
Brown.
I'm making a decision here.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know, because it's clearly a bad idea. He brings that one back, and they're like, the other kids are like, "What have you done? What is this?" Like, oh, classic Charlie Brown. He always messes it up.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do anything right, and so he's not happy. He doesn't like go home at this point. Like,
they're all like making fun of it. Like, you're useless, Charlie Brown, because they're all a bit annoyed when he got hired.
Yeah.
It's only Lucy really that believes in him.
Yeah.
And even she's annoyed with him at this point. Like, oh, what a useless person you are. And he's like, oh, well, what's home sad?
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I mean, we've not even talked about Snoopy, who's entering some sort of local lights competition with his kennel.
Oh yeah.
Which he wins.
Yeah.
Much to Charlie Brown's extra dismay. He's like,
Yeah.
and now my dog's become commercial.
So he sort of like wanders back home. But I think the kids kind of feel sorry.
Well, he has a thing, doesn't he, where he wants to know the true meaning of Christmas. So is this before he goes home? When Linus performs the True Meaning of Christmas, and he tells the story of
that's it,
of like Christ being born and stuff.
Yeah.
And
then
that seems to be yeah.
Yeah.
Is that when he comes back? They ask him to come back, don't they? I might be jumping ahead here.
No, yeah, I think it was before. I think it was before they set out for the tree. Yeah. But yeah, so he basically goes back, and then the kids kind of come out and see his little measly tree, and they try and jazz it up like it just needs a bit of love, essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
So they use all
Snoopy's lights, don't they?
stuff, and then it's like an amazing tree all of a sudden, and then Charlie Brown comes back out like, whoa,
like you've fixed it.
Yeah. And they're like, oh yeah, and then they all start singing a carol. Yeah. And
then that's like
that's
the end. Toon Jam. Toon Jam. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Today's the day.
Today is the day.
So, Charlie Brown Christmas special. Let's start at the top. Theme tune.
Yeah.
Cracking.
Yeah.
Just the soundtrack in general, actually, I really do enjoy it. It just feels very classy.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah. If you compare this to like Garfield, the two were kind of. I don't think they were the same time period, but you could easily compare them.
Yeah.
It's just got a bit more of a.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
You know. I don't know. It feels like a smarter edge to it.
Yeah, definitely. All the piano themes.
Yeah.
They're all pretty fun. Like. Yeah. So it's pretty fun, and it's got a kind of classical feel to it in the way that, like, don't know, it just kind of feels like it's in some sort of golden era American cartoon style, like something to do with, I don't know if that's the piano or what, but it's just,
don't know,
it gives it a real feel, like
it's got a real niceness to it that makes you feel it's comforting as well. It's weird. I think it's cool, the subject of the cartoon. I've not really seen it in anything since. I would say that I can think, not like to the same degree. Like it's not like some people might be sad or whatever, but Charlie Brown is literally depressed. Yeah, he's walking around like, I'm just not feeling it anymore. Yeah. And you can tell he's lost that spirit. Yeah. And they don't get it back by helping Santa deliver all of his presents or
which is like
realizing, I just needed belief all along. Yeah. Through the act of friendship and family and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's pretty wholesome tone in the end. Yeah. But
and it has lots of little bits as well, where it's just little sort of gags that feel like the strips.
Yeah.
You can tell it's written by Charles Schulz. Yeah. It's really, really nice. Really feels like Peanuts. The characters are pretty cool. Yeah. Charlie Brown, obviously we spoke about him. Snoopy, we haven't really spoken much about him.
No,
but he's in it throughout, and he's a lovable dog.
Yeah, he's just amazing at everything.
Yeah, and I think that's sort of the point, is that he's really good at everything. He's really, gets by dead easy. Charlie Brown doesn't.
No.
So, he has the hardest time.
That's it.
But it's funny because Charlie Brown is very much relatable in that sometimes your life can be going really well, but you feel like it isn't. Yeah. And it takes things to realise, actually,
oh, it's all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Whereas Charlie Brown's more like, oh, this is going badly. Yeah. I can't believe this. I'm terrible at this. But it's like, actually, it's a good situation. It's just not going very well at the moment. Yeah. Sort of thing. And it's nice. Like he'll be like captain of his baseball team and they're not doing very well. So this is the worst. This could only happen to me.
Yeah. That's it.
And we've all felt like that.
That's it. It's just a perspective.
Yeah. So that's cool. Linus and his blanket.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
His blanket seems to do everything. And like come in handy for everything.
Yeah. It's like he uses it as like his headdress for the shepherd.
To the shepherd. Yeah. And like Lucy is his sister. She hates it. Yeah. Always trying to like take it off him and stuff, but never really succeeds or whatever.
She's quite a character herself.
She's a good character, and it's quite cool to see like she is a. This is before it was. Oh, it's really important to have a strong female character in anything. Blah 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 blah. Which it is, but this was just there. Like she is a main character. Yeah. It doesn't. It's very like That's one thing I noticed about watching this is that it's not just boys, it's not just girls, it is just kids, all of them. It doesn't feel like... I mean, I suppose you could say, they're all white kids.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's pretty across the board.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's still the 60s.
Yeah.
So for the 60s...
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
And they're not treated... It's not just like little girls doing little girls things. Some of them are like proper little girls, but like Lucy isn't really.
Yeah,
she's a bit
she's
more
very
like a
commanding,
tomboy.
isn't
Yeah,
she?
Yeah. She's like the psychiatrist.
Yeah.
And they're just like, they feel real. The characters feel like real people. You got like Pigpen, who's the dirty one. Like
he's so funny. Like how much dirt just accumulates around him. It's just like there's just like movement on him all the time because it's
everywhere.
just like dust.
Yeah.
It's madness.
I love the art as well. It's so like squiggly.
Yeah.
I think apparently it had a very low budget, which obviously helped the squiggliness to it, but made something that stayed with it forever. Yeah. Like even the CG one they did looks squiggly.
Yeah.
Like I've not seen it.
Yeah.
But I've seen a trailer.
Yeah.
So you know.
There you go.
Pretty spot on.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's just a different kind of Christmas story, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like they usually get. I think they're all kind of becoming really formulaic now. But this is just feels like, I guess it would be like what Charlie Brown would do at Christmas,
What's weird is so everything we watch. This is probably the oldest thing we've done on a normal episode.
Yeah.
So 65. But it almost feels the most original. Like, not just they've made loads like it since, but at the time it was original. Like now it feels original still. Yeah. Like you wouldn't. I don't feel like you'd get this now unless it was another Peanuts.
Yeah, that's it. Because it's like who else but like the Grinch is like miserable at Christmas.
Yeah.
Usually.
And even the Grinch is like comically miserable. And like overboard, and then at the end. Yeah. Is overboard the other way. Whereas Charlie Brown's just genuinely. It's so just mellow. Isn't it? So like
dry.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, like Charlie
offbeat.
Brown.
Like, in a way.
Yeah,
it's just slow pace.
That's it.
Little tiny gags, nothing that you're like, but they just make you smile.
Yeah, it's got a real warmth to it.
Yeah. It's definitely the most warm thing we've watched for the Christmas specials, at least.
Yeah, I like how the music as well is like that. That theme has just become like synonymous with being sad.
Yeah.
So, like it's gone way further
Christmas.
than just Charlie Brown,
which is probably mainly due to Arrested
Development.
So every time George Michael's sad, he's just walking with his head down.
Yeah, and he wanted it, like they just as soon as you hear that music, like
yeah, it's cracking. Yeah. Right. Well, on that note, shall we rate Ahoy? Okay, so here at Toon Jam, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, you thought you got away with it. Merry
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Here at Toon Jam, we have a 3-point rating system. Thumbs up. You know, that is an aluminum tree.
Yeah.
Looking good. Thumbs down. Good grief. And shaky middle. You know,
Charlie Brown's tree.
Charlie Brown's tree, yeah, in general, yeah.
I'm not so sure, Charlie Brown. I don't know.
So good, bad, or I'm not so sure.
Hey everyone, thank you for listening. If you want to help the show keep going, you can be extra jammy by heading over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/toonjampod.
This is well.
Here you can get a shout out
so
on the show
down
or unlock bonus
yeah,
episodes.
this is
off your street.
Ratings and reviews anywhere you listen to the podcast.
Taking
also
wrong
really
left about
so
20 miles ago.
Yeah,
stay
that's it.
jammy.
Far away from my zone. So I was like, oh, this is going to be a rough one.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously the animation there, you can tell it's old. It doesn't look modern by any means.
No.
But it's its own thing. Like and it's got that charm, and like you say, it doesn't feel as old as something else would do, because it's
start watching it.
That's just what Charlie Brown looks like, so whatever. And yeah, so like, but like once you start it, theme wise, the characters and everything, and like it's all just, it feels. I definitely haven't watched anything that reminds me of this. It's just, it felt really fresh for saying it. It was well established well before I existed.
I think the only thing that dates it would be the font.
Yeah.
At the start, so as it begins, you can see how you'd be like, "Oh, this is old."
Yeah.
But once you leave the writing of the titles,
it's done. It's very does feel kind of new. Yeah, and it's nice to have like a different perspective on Christmas, because today's films and stuff, it's like you kind of know what you're in for as soon as you watch
it's
Christmas
always the same
in
thing,
fact, I avoid Christmas films like Plague, because it's just like I don't need to see
it's not even story. When was the last time they released one that people were like, that's a really good Christmas film?
It's like
even if you love Christmas films,
what was it like, what's that
Elf,
animated
maybe?
Tom Hanks one,
Polar Express. I don't think people even got on board with that.
I think they did actually. Thinking about
I think Elf's probably the last one I think of, like.
So in comparison to those, the usual drabble, then Charlie Brown Christmas is decent. So for me, I enjoyed it. For saying it was old, I think if something that old can get me interested, it's shaky middle already.
It's already surpassed the lowest of
the expectations. But I enjoyed it. It did kind of start to feel long, but I think that's just the way that the pacing goes, and I think most of that was intentional. Like it is meant to sort of like, certain spots supposed to feel dragged out. Whereas
it's not. When you're watching Peanuts, you're not getting like rocket speeds and plot lines and.
so for me, it's going to be a thumbs up for Charlie Brown Christmas.
Nice. It would probably be silly for me to try and elude anyone on my ratings.
What's the worst thing about it? What did you hate?
It's tough. I genuinely don't. There's not really much I can say. I love Peanuts. Anyway, and I loved. It was actually better, to be honest. Going back, I've not watched it or anything or read it in ages, and it reminded me how much I loved it. It's like, there's something about Charlie Brown. Just like, I see myself in him, and I'm sure everyone. That's the whole point, is that you see yourself in it. You're like, those unnecessary. There's times you look back on yourself and think like, don't know why I was so bothered about this. That's like, my youth was not. It was never spent like running around. Well, it was spent running around laughing, but there were so many times, especially probably in my teenage years, where I just felt like I wasn't in the right place. And then sort of you grow up and you're like, it's just. So everything's worse when you're a kid. Like everything, your life's social. So the biggest problem you've got is like you're not talking to a friend or something. That changes fast as soon as you sort of get over 20.
Yes,
So but just it's almost. And I think that's what's refreshing about it. What's enjoyable is going back and remembering the stuff that upset you. You can remember it fondly because it wasn't that bad. And that's why I think everyone's like, I love being a kid, because when I was young, my worries were. It's almost enjoyable thinking about your worries. Because they weren't. It's like if they were your worries now. The amount of time you've heard people say that. But I don't know. I don't know what the. I thought it was really good. I thought the characters were really good. I mean, it's tough. Can't think of anything.
That font.
The font, Even that, it didn't really offend me, but, if you were going to make a new series, change the font. That's all I could say, really. I did really enjoy it. Characters are good. Music was good. Made me laugh. Enjoyed it. It was nice to have a good Christmas special after the few we've watched before. So that's good. So 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up for a Charlie Brown Christmas. And what a way to spend Christmas.
Depressed.
But, finding out the true meaning. Literally, they found out the true meaning. Like, it's like, just so you know, all this commercial stuff, it is just commercial, chill out. Cool.
Whatever. Whatever, mate.
It almost just made out, it was like, it's not as... The world is too commercial now. Like this is actually more relevant now. Like before, it's sort of like he's moaning about lights and aluminum trees. Aluminium. Aluminium. Which now that doesn't even feel like part of the commercial side of it. It's got so out of control.
Yeah, we're living in a scary future time now. Yeah.
So if only Charlie Brown knew.
Yeah, now we're living in a material world.
Yeah.
And I am a material guy.
What more can be said?
Exactly.
So 2 thumbs up.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you for tuning in on the day, when
you chose to choose in.
That's it. There's wrapping under the tree.
Oh,
not
anymore.
Not anymore
because you've already opened them.
You've already wrapped everything, haven't you?
You've opened them with the family, and you said, "Oh boy, what a merry morning that was."
Oh.
And now you're probably saying, "I can't wait for Christmas dinner."
Yes.
Or maybe you've said, "Oh, I'm so full for Christmas dinner."
Yes.
No better way than to sit down by the fire and listen to Toon Jam.
Bless you.
To Toon Jam.
To Toon Jam.
Oh!
Santa's back again.
Yes, and he's gone.
He's so quick.
But in all seriousness, Merry Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you've had a great one with all your family. Happy holidays and all that. To whatever it is you're celebrating. Hope it's been spanktastic.
Yes.
As I said earlier. And just want to say thank you for another great year of fun Toon Talks.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us. It's all about you. So Merry Christmas.
And we'll next see you in the new year.
In the new year. 2020.
Oh boy.
That's like the future. That is real future. 2020.
Oh boy.
I'm pretty sure there's probably films from the 80s where we all lived on the moon.
Yeah. Well, Blade Runner's just run out, hasn't it?
Oh,
that's
it's
just
run out
become
game over.
Yeah, we're in Blade Runner.
We're
in Blade Runner.
So we're coming for you, replicants.
Listen up,
replicants. We're coming for you. That's a joke. Peace to my replicant brethren.
Yeah.
And on that note, Merry Christmas. If you like the show, please rate and review us. A merry review would be great. And if you want to get in touch with us for any reason at all, you can catch us on those 3 jingly jangly bells of the internet: Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at Toon Jam Pod. And until next time,
till the future,
stay jammy.